Good morning, children. So, today we are going to learn applications of matrices and determinants. Applications of matrices and determinants. So, you have already learned matrices. What are matrices? It is a rectangular array of numbers in rows and columns. So, the x-axis, that is the horizontal line represents the rows, and the y-axis, that is the vertical line, represents the columns. So, in general, matrices are always written in capital letters. So, in general, let us take a matrix A. So, if it is a 2 by 2 matrix, then the general form of it is A11, A12, A21, A22. So, this is a 2 by 2 matrix, 2 rows and 2 columns. So, we write the number of rows first, then number of columns. So, when number of rows is equal to number of columns, we say it is a square matrix. All this we have studied already. So, if it is a 3 by 3 matrix, then in general we write it as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So, this is a 3 by 3 matrix, that is 3 rows and 3 columns. So, now we will see what are singular and non-singular. This also you have studied in +1. So, a matrix A is said to be singular when determinant of A is equal to 0. So, when determinant of A is 0, we say that it is singular, and when determinant of A not equal to 0, we say that it is non-singular. Okay. So, now the elements are taken as Aij, that is ith column and jth row. So, here now we will see what are minors. Minor is nothing but the submatrix, determinant of the submatrix got by deleting the ith row and the jth column. So, here if we want to see a 3 by 3 matrix, so minor of A11 is equal to, we leave the first row and the first column. So, it is the determinant of A22, A23, A32 and A33. So, you know how to expand this determinant. So, it is A22 into A33 minus A32 into A23. So, this is the minor. So, minor of an element is the submatrix got by deleting the ith row and the jth column. So, now what about cofactor? So, minor is denoted in general by Mij. So, Mij represents the minor of Aij. Then cofactor. So, what about cofactor? Cofactor is nothing but signed minor. Cofactor is a signed minor. So, it is equal to minus 1 power I plus j into Mij. So, cofactor of Aij is equal to minus 1 power I plus j into Mij, that is a sign minor. Now, we will see the adjoint of a matrix. So, adjoint of A, in short we write it as Aj, and it is nothing but Aij the whole transpose, that is Aij is a cofactor matrix. So, transpose of the cofactor matrix gives you the adjoint of A. So, Aj is equal to Aij the whole transpose. So, in this exercise we have few theorems. Theorems we will be learning later. So, now we will see the problems in the exercise. Exercise 1.1. So, before looking into that, we will see how to find adjoint. So, if it is a 2 by 2 matrix, I told you that Aij represents the adjoint of the matrix. So, if A is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22, then the adjoint of A. So, Aij the whole transpose is adjoint of A. So, adjoint of A for a 2 by 2 matrix is how we find is you just interchange this diagonal, the first diagonal elements. Interchange the first diagonal. Therefore, it becomes A22, A11 and change the sign of this diagonal elements. So, it gives you minus A12 and minus A21. This is in case of the matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is a simple way of finding it. Then if it is a 3 by 3 matrix. So, 3 by 3 matrix we take it as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So, how to find the adjoint of this? So, in the rough side you can write all these elements. So, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Then repeat the first two rows. So, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. Then repeat the first two columns. So, A11, A12, A21, A22, A31, A32, A11, A12, A21, A22. Repeat the first two columns, then cancel this first row and the first column. Then we go on like this, that is we multiply this diagonal then minus this. So, for each if you find like this, you will be and the transpose of this will gives you the adjoint of the matrix. So, when you do problems you will understand more. So, exercise 1.1. Exercise 1.1, first question we will do the third subdivision. So, third one, let A is equal to 1 by 3 into 2, 2, 1, minus 2, 1, 2, 3, 7, 2. So, this is A. So, we know that, so this is a formula adjoint of Ka, where K is a constant, then adjoint of Ka is equal to K power n minus 1 into adjoint of A. So, here K is 1 by 3. So, K is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, we are going to find the adjoint of this. So, take the matrix, consider this. So, we will find the adjoint by the side. So, it is 2, 2, 1, minus 2, 1, 2, 3, 7, 2. So, repeat the first two rows. So, minus 2, 2, 1, minus 2, 1, 2 and repeat the first two columns. So, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 2, minus 2, then 2, 1, 7, 2, 1. So, now cancel the first column and the first row. So, now, so adjoint of Ka. So, here it is A, we will take it as A. So, adjoint of A is equal to 1 by 3 the whole power n. N is nothing but the order. The order is 3 by 3. So n is equal to 3. So 3 minus 1 into Aij the whole transpose. So we are going to write this now. So first multiply this, 1 into 2 is 2. So 2 minus 14. Then next one 6 minus, here we have, and already we have a minus, so plus 4. Then minus 14 minus 3. Then similarly here 7 minus 4. Then minus 4 minus 3. 6 minus 14. 4 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 4. 2 plus 4. And the whole transpose. So this is equal to 1 by 3 the whole power. One by 3 the whole power. One by 3 the whole power, 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Therefore 1 by 3 . So it is equal to 1 by 3 the whole square. So 1 by 3 square is 9 into 2 minus 14 is minus 12, 10 minus 17, 3 minus 7, minus 8, 3 minus 6 and 6. The whole transpose. So this is equal to 1 by 9 into, we have to write the transpose. So transpose is nothing but the rows becomes columns and columns becomes rows. So minus 12, 10, minus 17, then 3, minus 7, minus 8 and 3, minus 6, 6. So this gives us the adjoint of A or Ka. So first question and second one you can take it for homework. Now coming to the second question, question number 2. Find the inverse of, if it exists, of the following. So we will do here the third subdivision. So third one is, so let A is equal to 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 7, 2. So this is A, we have to find the inverse of this. So before getting into the inverse, so we will see the formula to find the inverse. So we know that A into A inverse is equal to, A inverse into A is equal to I. And also A into adj is equal to adj into A is equal to determinant of A into I. Now here you divide throughout by determinant of A. So we get A into adjoint of A by determinant of A, which is equal to adj by determinant of A into A is equal to I. So when you say this first one and this can be taken as A into A inverse is equal to A inverse into A is equal to I. So compare this both. What is A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into RGA. So inverse exists. So to check whether the inverse exists, we have to find determinant of A. So first we will find determinant of A. So if A is non-singular, determinant exists. Inverse exists. So non-singular means determinant of A should not be equal to 0. So we will find determinant of A. So determinant of A, expand it. So what you get? 2 into 4, 2s are 8. So 8 minus 7. Then here we get minus 3. We have learnt already how to expand it. So minus 3 into, we leave the column and the row. So it is 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 3. Then plus 1 into, we leave the column and the row which 1 belongs to. So then we have 21. 3 7s are 21 minus 12. So it is equal to 2 into 1 minus 3 into 3 plus 1 into 9. So it gives us 2 minus 9 plus 9, which is equal to 2, which is not equal to 0. So we say that it is non-singular, therefore A inverse exists. So now we have to find the RGA. RGA we have to find. So formula is A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into RGA. So we have to find RGA. So we are going to find the cofactor matrix. So it is 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 7, 2. So repeat the first two rows. 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1. Repeat the first two columns. 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Then 3, 4, 7, 3, 4. Now cancel the first column and the first row. So as we did in the previous sum. Same way. So what is RGA? RGA is equal to Aij the whole transpose, that is cofactor matrix transpose. So we get 4 2s are 8. So 8 minus 7. Then 3 minus 6. Then 21 minus 12. The next one 7 minus 6. 4 minus 3. 9 minus 14. Then 3 minus 4. 3 minus 2. 8 minus 9. The whole transpose. So it is equal to 1 minus 3, 9, 1, 1, minus 5, minus 1, 1, minus 1, the whole transpose. So transpose is changing rows into columns or columns into rows. So we get 1 minus 3, 9, 1, 1 minus 5, minus 1, 1 minus 1. So this is A. So what is A transpose? Sorry, A inverse. So A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into RGA. So it is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 1 minus 1 minus 3 1 1 9 minus 5 minus 1. So we'll go to the question number 3. So third question, if f of alpha is equal to cos alpha 0 sin alpha 0 1 0 minus sin alpha 0 cos alpha, it is asked to prove, show that, so to prove f of alpha the whole inverse is equal to f of minus alpha. So we will take the right hand side first. So right hand side is equal to f of minus alpha. So f of minus alpha is nothing but in the place of alpha you write minus alpha. So it is cos of minus alpha 0 sin of minus alpha 0 1 0 minus sin of minus alpha 0 cos of minus alpha. Now from trigonometry, we have learned in trigonometry sin of minus theta or minus alpha is equal to minus sin alpha, and cos of minus alpha is equal to cos alpha. This is we have studied in trigonometry. Therefore, f of minus alpha becomes cos alpha 0 minus sin alpha 0 1 0. Sin of minus alpha is minus sin alpha, therefore this becomes plus. So sin alpha 0 cos of minus alpha is cos alpha. So this you take it as number 1. Now coming to the left hand side. So left hand side is f of alpha the whole inverse we have to find. So this is nothing but 1 by determinant of f of alpha into adj of f of alpha. So we have to find this. So first we will find determinant of f of alpha. So determinant of f of alpha is, so determinant of cos alpha 0 sin alpha 0 1 0 minus sin alpha 0 cos alpha. So it is equal to, we know the expansion. So cos alpha into, so we multiply this, cos alpha minus 0, and here we have minus 0 into, so you will be getting 0, then plus sin alpha into, so we leave this column and this row, so we get 0 into 0 0, and here we have a minus of minus, so plus sin alpha, so we get here cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, which is equal to 1, and this is not equal to 0. Therefore, f of alpha the whole inverse exists. So f of alpha the whole inverse exists. So next we have to find adjoint of f of alpha. So adjoint of f of alpha we have to find. So we have to find the cofactor matrix. So we'll put it by the side. Cos alpha 0 sin alpha 0 1 0 minus sin alpha 0 cos alpha. So we write the first two rows, cos alpha 0 sin alpha 0 1 0. First two columns, so cos alpha 0 minus sin alpha cos alpha 0 and 0 1 0, 0, 1. So we cancel the first column and the first row. So we write the cofactor matrix. So 1 into cos alpha minus 0. Then this is 0 and this is also 0. So we'll get a 0 here. Then this is 0 and this is minus of minus. So plus sin alpha. Then here this is 0 and this is also 0. And here it is cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, which we can take it as 1. And this is 0 and this is also 0. And here this is 0 and this is minus sin alpha. And here this is 0 and this is also 0. And this is cos alpha minus 0. So which is cos alpha the whole transpose. So it is equal to, write the transpose. So we get cos alpha 0 sin alpha, then 0 1 0 minus sin alpha 0 cos alpha. So this you take it as number 2. Number 2, so compare 1 and 2, comparing 1 and 2, both will be equal. So 1 is equal to 2, therefore which tells you that f of alpha the whole inverse is equal to f of minus alpha. Hence we have proved the result. Okay, now coming to question number 4. Fourth question. A is equal to 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So we have to show that a square minus 3a minus 7i2 is equal to 0 matrix, and then we have to find A inverse. So first we will prove this result, a square minus 3a minus 7i2 is equal to 0 matrix, that is null matrix. So a square, we will find a square. So a square is a into a. So 5 3 minus 1 minus 2 into 5 3 minus 1 minus 2. So you know how to multiply two matrices. We must take it by row and column. So row and column we multiply. So take this column elements and write on the top. With pencil you can write. So it is 5 and minus 1. So 5 5s are 25 and minus 3. And 5 into minus 1. Minus 5 minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2. Then take next column 3 and minus 2. So 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2, 3 5s are 15. Minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Then 3 into minus 1. Minus 3 minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4. So this is equal to 25 minus 3, 22, 15 minus 6, 9, minus 5 plus 2, minus 3, and this is 1. So this is a square. So next we will find minus 3a. So minus 3a is minus 3 into 5, 3 minus 1 minus 2. So it is equal to minus 15, minus 9, 3 and 6. And next we will find minus 7I2. So minus 7 into I2 is nothing but the unit matrix of order 2 by 2. So it is 1 0 0 1. So it is equal to minus 7 0 0 minus 7. So now we'll use you all this in the equation. So we get yes, sir. So we get here A square. A square is 2 22. So we are going to use this in the equation. So 22 9 minus 3 1 minus 3a. So minus 3a is minus 50. So plus minus 15 minus 9 3 6 and minus 7 I2. So it is plus minus 7 0 0 minus 7. So now when you add all this 22 minus 15 minus 7 gives you 0. The 9 minus 9 and 0 gives you 0. Minus 3 plus 3 0 gives you 0. 1 plus 6 7 minus 7 gives you 0. So this is nothing but the null matrix, that is O. So we have proved the first part. Now we have to find A inverse. So A inverse. So A inverse by formula, it is 1 by determinant of A into adj A. So we have to find determinant of A first. So determinant of A is 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So it is equal to minus 10. We multiply this, then minus of this. So minus 10, minus of minus. So plus 3, which is equal to minus 7, not equal to 0. A inverse exists. Okay, here in this question, they have asked us to find from the given equation, that is we have to find from this equation, that is A square minus 3A minus 7I2 is equal to O. From this we have to find A inverse. So instead of using the formula, we have to go in the other way, that is multiply throughout by A inverse. So that is post multiply. So when you post multiply, this is A square is A into A inverse. We can take like this, minus 3 into A inverse and minus 7I2 into A inverse is equal to O2 into A inverse, and which is nothing but 0, that is null matrix. So A into A inverse is equal to I, we know this. So A into I2 minus 3I2 minus 7I2 A inverse is equal to O2. So now here A into I2 is nothing but A. 3 into I2 is 3 minus 3 and minus 7 into I2 into A inverse is A inverse. So minus 7 A inverse is equal to O2. So now we have to find A inverse from this. So A inverse minus 7 A inverse take to the other side. So you get A minus 3 is equal to 7 A inverse. So A inverse from this is equal to 1 by 7 into A minus 3I2. 3 means it is nothing but 3I2. So this is equal to 1 by 7 into A. So A is 5, 3 minus 1, 2 minus, or we can also take it as plus and take minus 3 inside. I2 is 1, 0, 0, 1. So minus 3, 0, 0, minus 3. So now this is equal to 1 by 7. 1 by 7 the whole into. So 1 by 7 into 5 minus 3 gives you 2. 3 plus 0 gives us 3. Minus 1 plus 0 gives us minus 1. 2 minus 3 gives us minus 1. So this is nothing but A inverse. Okay, it is not minus 3. Okay, so we have got A inverse. Now we'll go to the next question, question number 5. Fifth question. Question number 5. If A is equal to 1 by 9 into minus 8, 1, 4, 4, 4, 7, 1 minus 8, 4, we have to prove that A inverse is equal to A transpose. So here we have few results, that is two matrices are said to be orthogonal. So matrices are said to be orthogonal when A into A transpose is equal to I and A inverse is equal to A transpose. In these two cases the matrices are said to be orthogonal. So we have to prove that A inverse is equal to A transpose. So multiply both the sides by A. So we get A into A inverse is equal to A into A transpose. A into A transpose is nothing but I. Therefore, we can take this as A into A transpose is equal to I. So, it is enough. It is enough to prove that A inverse is equal to A transpose, it is enough to prove that A into A transpose is equal to I. So, we will find A transpose now. So, A transpose, as you know, it is writing rows into columns. So, we will find A into A transpose. So, A into A transpose is equal to A is 1 by 9 into minus 8, 1, 4, 4, 4, 7, 1 minus 8, 4, this is A, and A transpose is 1 by 9 into writing rows into columns. So, we get minus 8, 1, 4, 4, 4, 7, 1 minus 8, 4. So, 1 by 9 into 1 by 9 is equal to 1 by 81, and we are going to multiply this two matrices. So, we as usual row by column. So, take the first column and write on the top of this. So, you get minus 8, 1, 4. So, it gives us 64 plus 1 plus 16. Minus 8 into 4, minus 32 plus 4 plus 28 minus 8 into 1. So minus 8 plus 16. Then we take the second column. So 4, 7. So now multiply same way. You get minus 32 plus 4 plus 28. Okay, then 16 plus 16 plus 28. Then plus 4 minus 32 plus 28. Now take the next last column. So last column 1 minus 8 4. So we get minus 8 plus 16. Then 4 minus 32 plus 28. Then 1 plus 64 and plus 16. So now this is equal to 1 by 81 into so 61 plus 64 plus 1 65. 65 plus 16 gives you 81 and this gives you 0 and 0 and this is 0 and this gives you 32, 52, 60 and this comes. Okay, that is 49. So 32 plus 49 gives you 81 plus 0. Then this gives you 0 and this is 0 and this is 81. So taking this 1 by 81 inside we get 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 which is equal to I3. That is the identity matrix of order 3. So we have proved that A transpose is equal to I. So which tells us that A inverse is equal to A transpose. So hence we have proved the result. So students, write all these problems in the notebook and do the given assignment problems also. Thank you.